Hey everybody, Matty here with Altcoin Buzz. Happy Tuesday. Hope you're having a good one. Today we're talking about the success of Bitcoin versus where we were a year ago and the dinosaurs that keep putting it down. And successful though they may have been in other disciplines, in other industries, in other fields, individuals like Warren Buffett and Bill Gates and Charlie Munger and others just cannot stop coming out and insulting Bitcoin. We're going to give you real world examples of how they're not necessarily as knowledgeable as they would like to think. In fact, they're wrong about things that are unfolding currently in the business spaces that they purport to be experts in. Let's first, however, take a look at the markets on coinmarketcap.com. We are at $281.7 billion, down a little bit, although some projects are up. Bitcoin itself down 0.37% at $9,784 right now. That hasn't stopped a couple of the altcoins from ticking up a couple of percentage points. Bitcoin dominance a little bit lower, 63.2%. By the way, be sure to stay tuned to the end of this video to get all the details and all the information you need to participate in this week's giveaway of a Crypto Tag Zeus starter kit. That's going to be happening on the Saturday video. At Altcoin Buzz IO here on Twitter, celebrating the fact that a year ago, on the 11th of February 2019, Bitcoin's price was $3,650, and today it's more than doubled, not quite tripled, but certainly more than doubled at $9,000, about $750. And it all goes to show that with a long enough time horizon, even the bleakest of moments can turn around, and this is actually a very profitable situation. Let's say you got into Bitcoin on the 11th of February 2019. Well, you have an excellent return on your investment a year later today on February 11th, 2020, 9,750. I think we're going to soon return to prices above the 10K mark as there is a lot of enthusiasm in this market. However, as you know, some would disagree. Some of the dinosaurs out there that, although successful in their own right, although tycoons and titans of their respective industries, keep chiming in about Bitcoin and all that's wrong with it. And you know what? I feel at this point, personally, they have lost all credibility. I can respect them for the other things they've done, for their accomplishments in other spaces, but they've got to stop talking about Bitcoin. Exhibit A is Warren Buffett, and here on CoinDesk, Warren Buffett says Bitcoin is a delusion, but blockchain is ingenious. This is an older article from about a year ago, but we're setting the stage here, and I'm going to let you know by the end of this video essay why I feel all of these guys are wrong and give you examples as to why they're wrong, even in their own purported spaces of expertise with ongoing business developments that are happening out there in the real world, independent of blockchain and crypto. Warren Buffett said the following: "It's ingenious and blockchain is important, but Bitcoin has no unique value at all. It doesn't produce anything. You can stare at it all day and no little Bitcoins come out or anything like that. Except that's kind of wrong if you're a Bitcoin miner." He also said the following: "People get their hopes up that something like that is going to change their lives, and it's a very ingenious thing to figure out how to have a limited supply and make it harder and more expensive to create them as you go along and all that sort of thing. But it doesn't, the function. Blockchain does not depend on Bitcoin." And of course, Warren Buffett may be most infamously known for his quote in May of 2018 about how Bitcoin is rat poison squared and how it was, at the end of the day, a non-productive asset. Here's an article from nearly a couple of years ago, but still relevant. We're now talking about Bill Gates, who came out pretty hard and blasted Bitcoin, but he said that it would never be successful, so why hasn't he shorted it? Well, it's a pretty good question. Gates told CNBC on the 7th of May, probably 2018, I think, during a joint interview with his billionaire pals Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger, quote, "I would short it if there was an easy way to do it. There are easy ways to do it. As an asset class, you're not producing anything, so you shouldn't expect it to go up. It's kind of a pure greater fool theory type of investment." Here you have the three stooges themselves in that particular interview: Warren Buffett, Charles Munger, and of course, Bill Gates. So Charles Munger is the vice chairman of the Berkshire Hathaway company. He said the following, quote, "Bitcoin is worthless, artificial gold. That is not something I think the world needs. The fact that it's clever computer science doesn't mean it should be widely used, and that respectable people should encourage other people to speculate on it. Bitcoin reminds me of Oscar Wilde's definition of fox hunting. The pursuit of the uneatable by the unspeakable." There are more dinosaurs out there in this space that are slamming Bitcoin on a daily basis. And hey, dinosaurs is not necessarily a condescending term. To my knowledge, if memory serves, they ruled the world for 160 odd million years. However, their time eventually came once we had that incident down in the Yucatan Peninsula. So dinosaurs, not derogatory at face value. However, there are those that did have a great deal of success, but for whom the tides are currently turning. David Gerard is one of these individuals. He's best known for his blog Attack of the 50-Foot Blockchain. David wrote the following: there will be something called Bitcoin descended from the present software and blockchain for decades. It just takes two interested people after all. How much it will interact with the rest of the world is an open question. Most new technologies don't really go anywhere after all. Nouriel Roubini is another such dinosaur. He's referred to as Dr. Doom in cryptocurrency circles, and it feels like he's just got angst, which stems back from the fact that he never purchased Bitcoin when he should have in 2013 when he first started talking about how rubbish it all was. At Nouriel tweeted the following on April 16th, 2013, in good company with gold, convert bond, at convert bond. While everyone was focused on gold and silver, hashtag Bitcoin dropped another 40%, now trading below $58. Oh, Nouriel, hindsight is always 2020, is it not? Paul Krugman is a major dinosaur on this list, and he's a big one. He's got to be at least an Apatosaurus, maybe a Brachiosaurus. He's wrong in all kinds of ways. This should set the stage for you if, in fact, you're unfamiliar with Paul Krugman as to how wrong he's been. He famously said the following: by 2005, this is a quote, "It will become clear that the internet's impact on the economy has been no greater than the fax machines." He's been flat out wrong about economic projections, about technological ideas and innovation. And in my opinion, at least, he's wrong again about Bitcoin. There's not really time to get into all the ways that Paul Krugman is wrong. I compared Joseph Stiglitz to Paul Krugman yesterday, when now Stiglitz has come out and perhaps added himself to this list of dinosaurs. But you can read more about Paul Krugman. I believe we've made a dedicated video about him in the past, so I'd recommend you go check it out. So there you have it. 3 quick dinosaurs on this list. They've all drawn their lines in the sand. Let's go back to Warren Buffett for a second, because I'm going to flip this around in a very real-world contemporary sense. Here on CNBC.com, this is from the 12th of April 2019. Warren Buffett thinks Elon Musk has room for improvement as Tesla's CEO. So Warren Buffett has come out a couple times now, and this is going to hopefully very clearly illustrate the fact that Warren Buffett is wrong about all kinds of things, including matters that should be right out of his own wheelhouse. Billionaire investor Warren Buffett offered a performance review for Elon Musk as Tesla's CEO. Quote, "I think he has room for improvement, and he would say the same thing," Buffett told Yahoo Finance of Musk's track record in a recent interview. "It's just some people have a talent for interesting quotes and others have a bit more of a blocker up there that says, 'This could get me into problems,'" Buffett said. And he's talking directly about how Elon Musk doesn't necessarily have the same filter when it comes to his public appearances, the things he says, and the tweets that he issues on social media, for example. Here's the problem, and we're going to come back to this. This is the 1-year snapshot of the Tesla stock. We can go back to a 5-year snapshot. So we're talking about 2018 or so, or rather 2019, April 2019 was when Buffett issued those comments. So we're looking now at about a price of $267. Well, fast forward, Tesla right now at $770. I would argue that Elon Musk is doing something right, and maybe actually his brand of leadership is a little bit more effective and a little bit better than Mr. Buffett's. But that wasn't the only criticism. Here on MarketWatch.com, Warren Buffett said that Apple investing in Tesla is, quote, "a very poor idea." This goes back a little bit further to August of 2018. Legendary investor says that the car business is tough and different and will support whatever Tim Cook does. It would be a very poor idea for Apple Inc. to invest in Tesla, Berkshire Hathaway chief executive and legendary investor Warren Buffett told Fox Business on Thursday. Buffett said the following: "I'd support, quote, whatever Tim Cook does, but I think it'd be a very poor idea for him to get into the auto business." Well, again, the numbers don't lie. Had Tim Cook ignored Warren Buffett's instructions or advice in August of 2018 and invested directly in Tesla at $322 approximately, he would have more than doubled his investment on the 11th of February 2020 when we're up over $700. But we have even more examples, and we have recent examples of Warren Buffett talking about all of the mistakes that Tesla is making. Here on CNBC.com again, Buffett knocks Elon Musk's plan for Tesla to sell insurance, claiming it's not an easy business. Quote, the success of the auto companies getting into the insurance business is probably as likely as the success of the insurance companies getting into the auto business, says Buffett. Musk told analysts in an early conference call last month, so this would have been in April of 2019, Musk told analysts that Tesla would be launching its own insurance product later in May. Buffett not impressed, however. I'd bet against any company in the auto business getting into insurance. You guys can take a look at the rest of the article, but as you know, Tesla has surged really largely since that decision. Now let's go back to the 1 year snapshot here. This is the end of May 2019. So just about at the time that this was in the news, just about at the time that this announcement was made from $185 at the 31st of May 2019 to now over $770, with a peak, in fact, just a few days ago of $887. We're talking about just about a quadrupling of price, if not more. I think it's safe to say that Warren Buffett was wrong. No, not only was he wrong, he was spectacularly wrong. He wasn't incorrect. He was just overwhelmingly crushed by the weight of reality. And so my question for you to ponder at the end of today's video is, if Warren Buffett cannot get real-time predictions right in matters that purportedly he should be an expert in, why on earth are we listening to anything he or others have to say about technology, about blockchain, about cryptocurrencies, and the future? Again, respectfully, these guys have had a lot of success, but they are dinosaurs. The dinosaurs ruled the world for 165 million years. But things change. Let me know your thoughts about all this in the comments below. But there you have it. That's about it for today, everybody. Be sure you're following us on all the regular social media channels and keep checking back into altcoinbuzz.io for all the latest. Go ahead, like, subscribe, share, and hit the bell to receive notifications if you've enjoyed today's video. We are giving away another crypto tag Zeus starter kit this Saturday. To be eligible for that prize, you got to make sure you are subscribed to Altcoin Buzz on YouTube. You have to like videos and you have to comment on videos. Best of luck on this Tuesday. If you do choose to invest, have a great one, everybody. And as always, we hope to see you again soon in our next one. Take care.